Hello, I'm Captain Grizz, and welcome back to my channel. We are getting set up and ready for our next patrol. And this one I'm going to undertake probably a little bit more difficult one if it's available. We got a few areas we can work. Mine laying. We can take a look at that and see. Oh man, that's pretty low reward. No. Okay, so what do we got here? We got some extra tests. We're not doing mine laying. Low, no. That's medium, okay. Hard, there we go. And the rewards on that are pretty great. Well, it's hard, so it's going to be 10,000. I think I'm just going to focus on getting the awards here. Sink whatever I need to sink and get back as soon as possible. Because it pays out so much. Yeah, some of these other ones, nah, not so much. They don't really... if they had maybe an extra crewman I could pick up or something, maybe, but... none of them offer that, so I think I'm just going to stick with probably going off the coast of Ireland there. Oh, I've worked this area before, and it's such a mess. I really don't like doing it because it is absolutely... the weather is horrible. There's usually fog, and there's just warships, there's just destroyers everywhere in there. I mean, everywhere. So it's just kind of painful. I'm taking a look at my stock here real quick. I got to make sure I got enough food and everything to last over there because I'm going to be so far away. You got to be... your fuel management's got to be pretty decent, pretty good. I'm not going to get any support from a milk cow or any kind of refueling or anything, so you got to manage your fuel fairly well while operating in that region. There's no help coming if you run out of gas. Almost forgot my stern tube here. Alright, another day. I think I gotta get another torpedo. Yep. I'm going for these cheap zero-cost torpedoes for now. While if they're free, I can get them. Why not? Problem is, torpedoes at the very beginning of the war were not very good. They had issues, so you're kind of running a risk of having duds. But it's how I'm gonna play it, so I can stock up some money and stuff, so I can actually start researching or buying something. The invasion in Poland is still going on. And we are preparing to leave port. Here we go. U-48 sets sail towards patrol area north of Ireland. Another mission to seek and destroy as much shipping as we possibly can. Good luck and good hunting. Okay, so after about 4 days of travel, it's been pretty much uneventful. We finally reached the patrol area. So this area is very dangerous. It's often covered in fog. You can easily run into an escort or a destroyer at near point blank range very easily. So you need to take serious precautions when operating in this area. So far, it's been very quiet. The crew's been doing okay. There's not been any real activity. So I'm going to continue to scan. But the hard part about this mission is the fact that most of all the ships you're going to discover are all destroyed. They're literally like hunter-killer groups whose sole purpose is to seek and destroy you. So trying to avoid them while in the fog or anything like that, it can get kind of painful. So anyway, we'll just keep searching and avoiding escorts and everything, and we'll just see if anything notable comes up. Alright, so here I'm still on the same day. I'm just kind of showing you like just how many contacts there are around. And I'm avoiding a hunter-killer group right now that's kind of tracking me. So I'm getting away from them, but this area is just full of ships. It's just full of contacts everywhere. But again, you need to find like a real ship, and that's the hard part. So we're moving to a different location, kind of well away from all the hunter-killer groups. And we're going to do another dive check, and we'll probably see, I'll show you all the contacts that are around in this area. Getting low enough so I can expand my range. Alright. Let's get down there. I'll stop. Okay, so there's a contact. And all these are mostly, if they're sitting still or if they have a very weird pattern, they are destroyers. I guarantee you this group I'm coming up on are destroyers. They seem to be moving straight, but it's a trick. I'm moving close to investigate. It's like you can almost bet money on it. It's going to be an escort group. Oh, there you go, warships. So we're going to stop. We're going to go rig for silent running, so they don't pick me up, because they go in big groups of like between 5 and 10, which means a ton of depth charges. But you can see all the contacts. Those are practically all destroyer groups in this area. It's just crazy the amount of destroyers. So anyway, just thought I'd show you what the cat and mouse game going on in here, and we will continue pressing on. Alright, September 25th, at 4 in the morning, we were detected by one of the hunter-killer groups. Came by. You could see it's a rather large group, and they do see that something is going on, so they're searching. So they've picked me up, but they don't quite know where I'm at. Managing to get down low before they really can get a beat in on me. So I'm resting on the bottom, just making sure those guys can't dial me in. So what's kind of nice about operating in this area is it is pretty shallow for the most part, or it's not shallow. It's deep enough to evade escorts, but also you're able to blend into the bottom where they can't pick you up. It's fantastic. So they are hunting me quite rapidly, so it's just trying to avoid all these groups and getting destroyed here, because they have depth charges for days. So it's best to try and just avoid these groups. Plus, if you try and sink them, you're just going to be pinning yourself down for even longer, and you're not getting very much tonnage for what the mission calls for. These ships are like 1,200 tons apiece, so that's nothing, and you're wasting a good torpedo on it. Maybe we could pull a Greyhound on it and, like, you know, fire like 20 torpedoes at one destroyer. See how that goes for us. Okay, so the mission continues. Okay, so it's about almost 5 in the evening here off the northern coast of Ireland, and we're still on September 25th, and we have an alarm. Aircraft have picked us up, and aircraft are coming in, so we're calling an alarm dive to avoid the aircraft. There are multiple honing in on us, so it's time to get under. I was only trying to take a break and get some batteries recharged and get some air and stuff, and hopefully help the crew out, but it's like I'm not going to get any breaks. Stand up here. Okay, the first aircraft just went ahead and dropped some depth charges. They're missed. Oh man, second aircraft missed. That was lucky. Didn't take any damage. And they're looking for me. Live to fight another day. Alright, another day has passed and things were uneventful. So now it's September 26th, and we are finally starting to run into some normal shipping, but so far it's been neutral. They're flying neutral colors, so we're going to have to do a little bit of investigation and see what kind of stuff we got going on here. If they're operating in this area, I would say most likely that these guys are, contributing to the war effort. But again, you got to make absolutely sure you are actually going to sink an enemy vessel, because if you don't, they will you will lose points, you'll lose reputation. So that hurts quite a bit, especially when it comes to research. And sometimes if I can't get them to fess up, you could try and search the cargo hold and see if they're carrying weapons or something, and if, like, ammunition, and if that's a dead giveaway. But if they're carrying medical supplies or food or something, you can't exactly hold that against them. So, you know, I try and bring as many crew over as I can to help speed up this process, because the reason this is very deadly, what I'm doing, is I'm just off the northern coast of Ireland. There are aircraft everywhere, and we're in the middle of broad daylight searching a ship. I would say, for safety reasons, that is not a wise thing to do. What I'm doing here, don't do it. This put the boat in a very vulnerable position. Now, if you're doing it at night, you're okay. Yeah, they're just carrying food stuff, so they're all right. It'd be kind of neat to see, and I hope the developers add this, that like these neutral ships that are hiding something and you don't find it when you leave, they send out like a radio message about your location, and then like hunter killer groups like come in and focus in on you. I think that would be kind of cool. You know, just to kind of some that you just stop and they're undetected. All right, we're on our way again. Okay, hitting the patrol area. Today's been a pretty rough day at sea. Several hunter-killer groups are around. As you can see, I'm underwater, I'm periscope depth, trying to avoid all the hunter-killer groups. They're all around. It just does not stop. Well, the water's not too choppy today, and there's no real storms, and there's visibility, so that's kind of the best you can hope for in this area for now. They have not destroyed me yet. The planes haven't found me yet, even though when the planes do find you, they could usually say, hey, radio your location, but as of now, these groups haven't pinned me down. There's a group over there, and there's a group on the other side there. So we'll just keep being stealthy and trying to find ships. Here's the map showing the activity going on in this area. It's just we got hydrophone readings everywhere. I try and pick out what patterns certain groups are moving and how they're moving and focus in on them, but this area is very live, and it just shows you how all these ships are out here. Now, some of these ships aren't moving at all because you don't hear them, so you don't even see their blips, but they are literally, every square has got several of them. So it's just a game of hide and seek. And let's see, I can intercept this ship up here and see what we got. Gonna do a hydrophone check. How much do you want to bet? They're sitting. If they're sitting, they are probably a hunter killer group. But here's another thing. I shouldn't be able to hear them if they're sitting, because they're not running in their engines. So they shouldn't even show up, really. Get him some coffee to extend his range. Okay, do another check here, because I can't go for that group. Yeah, it's kind of barren over on this side. More activity closer to the northern coast of Ireland there. Okay, well, more to come. Alright, day 28 at sea is relatively calm, except for the thunderstorms in the area. So as we continue to move through our patrol area, we are having no luck finding any ships to sink. It's just storms, bad visibility, and a good chance to run into something awful. Alright, we've discovered a freighter over here, and we are looking for him. Got the searchlight on, and I'm actually struggling to find him because it is like zero visibility right now. I'm hoping to find him, and I'm probably going to have to inspect him because it seems like there's no enemy freighters in this area. So they weren't lying when they said this was hard. It's not hard to survive, but it's hard to actually find anything to sink. Alright, so I had to go underwater and find him again, so I got to close in on him. Like, no visibility. Good news is I can actually investigate this guy without worrying about some other ship or plane attacking me. So it's a good days when it's the good thing about when it storms. Where are you at, guy? Where are you at? There he is. Probably not gonna find anything. Oh, just the captain. Hopefully he's enough. Small team.
What do you need, officer?
Can't push anything. I don't want to search this hold because that's going to take way too long. Are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? I really don't want to search this hold, but hey, it's nighttime. Why not? We got time to burn. I got two completely exhausted sailors with me trying to like dig through this stuff, and it's probably going to be nothing. So frustrating when you finally get a hold of a ship and it has like all the right paperwork, has nothing, you know. It's like you're like risking everything to just make sure you're not sinking the wrong person, you know. It'd just be scary. It'd just be very nerve-wracking having to do this. I would have had a full team on board, but we just can't spare it. Everybody's tired. It's been a rough several days out here. Something good better come up. Probably gonna be medical kits or something. And what do we got? Great. Wonderful. Well, they're not doing anything wrong. I'm gonna have to probably leave this patrol area to actually go find some real ships to sink. And it seems to always be the case. It's like, here, let me leave where I'm supposed to be, not tell command about it, and actually go sink some ships. Okay, we are still hunting for shipping. Alright, I have quietly left my patrol area and I am down further down along the coast of Western England and in between Ireland and England. So I'm coming down kind of in the channel here to see if I could find any kind of shipping or anything that I could sink outside that patrol block. It's kind of getting around the mission in a way that's like I could keep traveling around in the patrol block looking for ships when it's just warships. Or I could just find a juicy freighter or two and that just completes the mission. Because after all, I'm just looking for the big payout. I don't really need to necessarily sink a bunch of ships. So I kind of left down away from the patrol area a little bit. I don't think, you know, if you don't report back to command, then they don't know. So we're going to kind of go around and see if we can pick up some freighters that are kind of moving around down here, because I'm almost guaranteed there's going to be some. Get our radio man up and running. And if we get any orders from command, we just ignore them. In fact, we should probably put him on. Yeah. There we go. Stop the music. Okay, we finally picked up another freighter down here. And of course it's another neutral freighter. Seems to be Swedish colors. So we are going to close in and do a delegation. Now this is daytime. This would be incredibly dangerous. Where we are at doing this, oh my gosh. I wouldn't do it. There's no way I would do this during the day like this. But I'm kind of getting desperate trying to find a ship to sink. Like the crew's not exactly happy. We're playing cards, we're playing music, we're doing all kinds of stuff to keep everybody happy. I need to run as many people as I can and as many crew as I can. Preferably I'd have all hands on deck to go do this, but you know, hopefully we could just look through some papers and find something wrong right away. Wait a minute. According to document, the ship has been carrying, it seems to be trading blockaded ports. Nice. Get off the boat. Get off. Finally, we found something to sink, and we were able to find it in like a couple minutes. Perfect. So he's going to come back. We're going to man there. We told everybody to get off the ship. The oceans are rough today. We get to get old 88 here, and we get to go ahead and shoot some holes in this boat. I'm glad we were able to do this very quickly. It's annoying when you have to search the hold or they can't find anything. Sometimes it's good. You could see what skills you can give your sailors as they level up. You give them skills where they could find, like, speak different languages and, you know, make it easier for you to discover something's amiss on these ships. You can get better at it as the war progresses. But then again, as the war progresses, you really don't have a lot of opportunity to really inspect ships. He looks like he's getting pretty, yeah, he has to have a lot of cargo on that thing. It's going down. It's going down pretty easily. Now there's the fire that's going to attract aircraft or hunter-killer groups, especially if he sends a radio call out. We're going to have to vacate the area, and I'll show you why here in a second. This is one thing I like that the devs did that makes it great, and I think that this game's done it before, but it seemed much more noticeable now. Alright, so you just sunk this ship, smoked, everybody could see it. So you want to start making your way away from the area. And no sooner if I'm trying to get away, kind of want to put him to sleep, because that way I can use him for when I need to do a hydrophone check. Captain's asleep, that's not good. I need to put somebody on watch here. Okay, so we're gonna dive, kind of do a sound check. Okay, so we got that ship. You know, maybe I'm thinking of another ship. Usually there's a kind of a response to when you sink a ship like that close to the Allied waters. You just usually have hunter-killer groups or aircraft respond to it. And maybe I've cleared the area soon enough to where I don't see them. But I'm not picking up any hydrophone signals either. So maybe I'm thinking of another ship here. No, we'll see. Okay, it's September 30th, and I'm back in the patrol area, and again, I'm running into more of the hunter-killer groups. As you can see, I got 2 destroyers off the starboard bow. So I'm trying to move to avoid. Luckily, the visibility is probably not so good. It's getting dark, and I kind of have the dark at my back, so I'm kind of going decks awash and seeing if I can get away, but I don't think I'm so lucky with these guys. They're just everywhere, so I'm gonna move away, but the thing is, I think I'm safe, right? Oh, he's got me. He's closing in. So I'm gonna do for a dive, but you know what? I changed my mind because I think I want to try and take a shot. I could do a down the throat shot on him from the rear tube. I need another engineer to it's rough sea, so I need an engineer to steady the boat. Yeah, that's the front. Yeah, I need an engineer to steady. There you go. I don't think the aft tube is ready yet, which is not good. Okay, switching rig silent. There he is. He's closing in on my... He's coming right for me. Okay. Aft tube selected. 0 range. 0 angle on bow. 0 speed. I think I did not... It didn't matter what ship it is. Just put in course, whatever. All that's irrelevant, because I already got it in the TDC. 0. There we go. I think what it is I took too long to do this and the torpedo couldn't arm, so I was heating it up, so I needed to tell the crew to stop heating it up. And that could have been a contributing factor. Okay, he's getting very close. Flooding the aft tube. Los! Come on, get it going. Okay, it's away. Yeah, he's way too close. I don't think the torpedo was able to arm. You can see it's going right at the bow. And... Clank. Garbage torpedo. No, that case I probably shot it too close and didn't allow it to arm. But that destroyer is already right on top of me, so I'm trying to dive. I'm within his corridor to where he can't hear because he's going in for his attack. So I am going to try and go max speed, hard left, while diving, and those depth charges I'm probably going to get hit. Given the range and given he knows exactly where I am, yeah, I'm probably going to take some hits. Boom. He's dropping it right on top of me. We got a little bit of damage. It's okay. Okay, I'm trying to do a hard left out of his... avoiding his attack. Only got a little bit of damage. I don't see any flooding or anything, so we're doing okay right now. Oh, these destroyers up here, that's ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna stop. We're gonna try and lay it on the bottom, make him think that we sunk. Crew is stressed. It's okay. We just got a little bit of damage, guys. Let me go to the captain here and probably see find out what's going on. Command station, okay. We do have someone in charge of damage control. Got the radio man working that. Okay, so our aft tube got damaged. That's okay. Still see the boat shaking from the depth charges. If we get quiet, I don't think he will think that we're alive anymore, that he got us. Okay, running to the back. Okay, I mean that is the only thing that got damaged. Not too bad. Okay, he's looking for us now. Alright, yeah, we do have somebody assigned to damage control. Looking at this damage control icon, this is the first time I'm really ever experiencing this, seeing this, so okay, what do I do with this? He's on damage control, probably assign him sailors or something. Okay. Not seeing anything. I guess it's kind of cool because you could have hidden damage that you don't know about. Okay, I've come back up. Ships are still around. Okay, so we're alarmed again. So they're still around looking for me. They're just hunting further out. Maybe go decks awash or something and try and figure out a way to get out of here. Yeah, because he's out there. He's coming back in. Periscope depth, so they could probably pick me up really easily. But I'm going to try and go slow and try and slowly sneak away. Come on. Go away, destroyers. Get back down deep. Lay down again. Looks like more and more kind of calling in more people, so it looks like they're trying to... It just shows me that they definitely think I'm alive. So, and they're looking. So more and more escorts are starting to come in. I need to find a way to get out of this mess. Because these guys don't have they're not escorting a convoy or anything. They have all day to sit out here and keep me suppressed. Only problem is they don't have any idea where I'm at. Keep on searching, keep on
Alright,
searching.
so finally I've left the patrol area again. I'm kind of south down between England and Ireland. And I found a freighter that I'm finally going to hone in on. So I managed to easily evade all the escorts, all the different carriers, everybody coming through. Carriers, destroyers. So I'm hoping taking out this ship. The ship should get me finish my mission for me. That's ideally what we want to do. Upstairs. I'm gonna go for a torpedo attack because it is just way too risky to do risk a surface attack right now. Again, the sea has been very rough. It's either stormy or the sea is very rough. That's an Empire Tower, I believe. That's not it. Okay, let's get its speed. And usually whatever the speed is on the TDC, I add a knot. It just seems to be what works. Got auto tracking on. So I don't forget it, because I may need to fire again. Set 7. Gonna go ahead and put 8 knots on the TDC. Alright. I don't care about its course. His range. Okay, so get the bottom of the ship to the tops of the mast there. As best as you can. That looks right. Okay, I'm gonna put on a magnetic detonator there. Okay, torpedoes are warmed up, so we're good to go. Get that angle on bow just before we shoot. Alright, go ahead and input that left. About 57. Alright, close. Alright, let's see what we get here. I think I'll go out and follow this torpedo and see what our results are. I think that's pretty cool you got the camera off of that. Alright, so it's on its way. The eel is going. Warmed up, ready to go. This thing's gonna be... should only take one, so... pretty awesome. It's funny, the crew kind of doesn't... I mean, it's leaving a trail behind it, so I'm sure the crew would have been alerted by this, but I guess they don't see it, so... It's kind of nice about the electric torpedoes is they don't see them coming. Good for daytime attack. Here we go. Oh, seriously. Seriously. Another garbage torpedo. Boy, I've had some serious setbacks with the torpedoes on this patrol. It's like, you know, fired one at the destroyer, and that's probably couldn't get it to arm in time, or it was a dud. And now I'm having torpedoes. this one ought to work. Okay, let's go ahead and put it on the camera. All right, we're hoping for some explosive results here. Come on, big explosion. Not another dud. Oh, Treffer! Yes. Oh, broke the bow clean off. Good. Good. Going down quick. Excellent. Jeez. Only took 2. But we got it. I think that takes care of the tonnage for our mission. So we are ready to basically finish up the patrol and get out of here. So, and this is what I want to show you. So in this case, you can see here, oh man, I got like propellers detected, but you'll see them, they're moving towards where the ship sunk. And then we even have an aircraft that's been dispatched to come see what's going on. So you can see how fast they're responding to this sinking. There's aircraft already, there's ships on the way. So you got to get out of these areas quick. And that's why we went ahead with the torpedo attack versus a getting up trying to shoot it with the deck gun. It would have been a mess. Yeah, they're rapidly responding to the location. I'm going to surface to see, because I got range, so I'm going to surface and get out of here, get out of their little net here before I get trapped. I'm only going about standard because I'm trying to conserve my fuel as best I can. Yeah, come on, get out of there. Yeah, just staying underwater. Yeah. There they are, they're responding to that sinking. Alright, it's time to get out of here. I don't hear any other propellers anywhere, so I think we might be alright. Go ahead and surface the boat. Alright, so I'm basically going to try and finish this patrol up on the northern side, away from all the shipping and stuff. I really don't want to encounter anything else. Just want to get this mission over with, because that way I can collect all the reward, which is quite a bit. Two ships sunk. I'll take it. You could always find better hunting grounds south of here and in other locations, that instead of just wasting more time trying to find ships when I'm encountering escorts all the time, it's going to be far better. Alright, we've completed the patrol, and here about 4 days later we've made it back to the port of Wilhelmshaven. We are coming in, it's about Thursday, October 5th, 1939, so we have now basically put a month total out to sea, and we've had pretty good results. A lot of ships sunk. This one, in this case, I only sank only 2 ships, because it was just too much hostile territory. It was not running into a lot of boats. It was quite a struggle, but the idea was to complete the mission so I can get the reputation, get the cash, because the payout for this mission was a lot. So we just kind of met the mission and called it a day, because there's better places to hunt than over there, that it's like heavily guarded, just a mess. Okay, so we got that guy there. You can see that most of my sinkings took place out of the patrol box. There was a mission that was issued, and I couldn't. That mission, I'd be chasing that ship halfway across the sea, and I was like, I'm not, it's a distraction. I can't get to it. I'm not going to waste all my fuel trying to do that. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and this concludes the second patrol. And we'll get the ship restocked and head out for our third one. I'm Captain Grizz. Have a good day.